Hello everyone, this is Weathermiss and welcome to Sims 4. So today we will be creating a sim and then perhaps a pet as well. This is going to be a start of an upcoming sim series that I'm going to be creating. So if you're really interested in watching that sim series later on down the road, stay tuned for the next couple episodes as we will begin the first episode of that. But for now, we're just going to jump right into the creation of the sim for that. For the sim, I'll be approaching the creation process a couple of different ways. For styles and appearance, I'll be picking what I like and how I typically make my sim. But for traits and aspirations, I'll be using a random number generator just to spice things up a little bit and to make things a little bit more challenging. It'll allow me to be able to use traits that I normally typically wouldn't pick because I don't necessarily like them, or aspirations that I don't like either. So this will kind of change things up a little bit and make this a little bit more challenge for myself as well. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and give this sim a lovely name. Well, first off, I think I'm going to create a male sim, just plain and simple, and then we're going to come up with a name for my sim. Sometimes I like to do this random name generator just to get some ideas. The last name I'm not usually ever concerned with, so I just hit it a couple times and just go with whatever bowling. Okay, we'll go with that. And then the first name, I usually like to scroll through here to get some ideas, and I usually either pick one or I kind of make one for my own. But I think for this one, I'm gonna go with Corbin. That's a kind of cool name, and I think I'm gonna stick with it. So I'm gonna start them in the young adult phase. I'm also going to give them a certain walk with a certain style. I like to give the dudes a swagger walk a little bit, just because I think it suits them, and typically that's what I like to go for. So we're gonna give them a little bit of swagger. So as far as their voice goes, I usually like this one a lot, but there's a couple different options. That's a little high pitched for me, just personally, with how I want his personality to be like. I kind of like this, and then I think that I like that voice the best. Sure. Okay. So these are the aspirations that exist that I have. So in total there are 11 different aspirations that I can choose from. So I'm going to bust out the random number generator, and I just googled it, and I'm on my phone right now just doing a minimum of 1 and a max of 11. Generate that number, and that number is 6. So we're gonna pick aspiration 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's food. All right, I can handle food. I actually really like that aspiration, so that worked out well. So with the food, we have the option of being a master chef or a master mixologist. And so I'm going to just do a random number between 1 and 2, 50-50 chance, and I got a 2. So I'm going to be a master mixologist. That's going to be a struggle to say every time. I'm going to be a master mixologist, and this is actually interesting because I've never chosen a master mixologist before. Whenever I pick food, I usually pick a master chef, and so this will be an interesting change of pace. Alright, so next we're going to pick our first trait. Now this is going to be an interesting process because there are multiple different tabs for the traits, and so I think what I'm going to do is add up the total number of traits that exist and then go from there. So for example, this first selection will be 1 through 9, and then this will be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and so on and so forth. So I think that's the way that we're going to approach it. So in total, there are 39 traits, and so we're going to have a minimum of 1, max of 39, and we're going to generate our first random trait. So the first trait is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So hot-headed is our first one, which means they get angry pretty quickly. I definitely don't usually pick that one. They tend to get angry, can rile up other Sims, and become angry when targeted with mischief. Usually never pick this one just because there's no point in getting hot-headed over little things. Be happy, you know, and so this is something that's going to be new for me. So next we're going to generate our next random number, which is 14. So this is 1 through 9 here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Music lover. That's a really interesting one. They gain really happy moodlets and boost their fun when they listen to music or when they play an instrument. So that's one of those ones that I pick every once in a while. It's actually quite fun. And the last trait we're going to generate is actually 19. So let me go back because I don't remember what numbers. These are 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did I do that right? 9. Yes. 9 and 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So he's clumsy, which means he falls and then he laughs at failure instead of becoming upset, which is nice because if he fails or, when they have scenarios when you're at work and you don't pass them, then he'll laugh at them. I think that's how that works. Not 100% sure. But anyway, those are the traits for Corbin. He's going to be a master mixologist. He's going to be hot-headed, loves music, and clumsy, which is a very interesting set of traits. I don't think I've ever picked anything similar to this. It's a wide variety of things, which is fun because I think that makes things a lot more interesting. So now we're going to get into the process of actually customizing our sim, what he looks like and his clothes and all that. Just for reference for anyone that plays Sims or would like to do the same type of creation, I don't have any expansion packs except for the Cats and Dogs expansion pack, and I don't have any stuff kits or stuff expansions either. So everything is basically base game with the exception of the Cats and Dogs expansion. So let's start with the hairstyle. So let's see here. There's a couple of different things. I typically like to go for a hairstyle similar to this. I like a little bit longer, but not too crazy long like this. I don't really like that type of hairstyle. But let's pick something a little bit different than what I typically pick. This guy's going to be a master mixologist. He needs to have a little bit of style, I think. So, that's a little bit bulbous for my taste. I don't think I like that. This hairstyle actually seems like something that I could totally see him in as a master mixologist, like someone behind the bar, just being like, hey, I'm making some cool stuff, and this is what he looks like. So I think I'm going to go with this hairstyle, and let's give him some, let's see here. I personally don't like this color of hair just because it's too golden for me. I prefer this type better. It's more of a strawberry blondish type of look, and I much rather prefer that one. I don't want to give him straight brown or really, really dark brown. I think I really, really want to go for this one, so we're going to go with that. As far as facial hair goes, yeah, again, typically I really like how long this facial hair is, but I think I'm going to cut it back a little bit or perhaps give him none at all. Just because I usually don't like the other styles that come with this. So like this, for example, I'm not a fan of that personally, and it also doesn't go with his personality that I'm picturing him to be. This actually doesn't look too bad, this little stubble here that we got going on. I think I'm going to give him that because, ooh, what is this? Look at that guy. Oh, I need to give him this mustache. I changed my mind. This is the mustache that I'm giving him. I might need to go back and change the hair and give him something that matches that a little bit because this hair doesn't really go with this mustache. So, look at this dapper guy. I think this is what we're going with. Let me just go through the other hairstyles just to see if that's the best suit. I think that's what I don't like that, especially not the ponytail. So I don't want to go that route. I don't like that either. Some of these dapper ones actually don't. Ooh, I really like that one actually. He's got the fade on the side and goes up. Do I want this one? Let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit. Take a look. Maybe with some glasses. He would look really, really nice with some glasses. His mustache looks kind of funny too. Like it literally looks like, oh, it's just a regular mustache, and then they attached handlebars to the side. And if you look up real close, it's kind of funny looking. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, I think I really like that. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna go with. Hair. So I'm gonna go with this hair. I'm gonna go with this facial hair as well. I'm going to give him some cool little glasses. I want to find, there's a specific style I have in mind, and I don't know if this game has it, but we're gonna see if we can find something. I think these frames are a little too big. I don't really like those frames. I don't really like this. I like these frames, but I don't like the size. If you catch what I'm trying to get at. Like I want a bigger lens, but a smaller, thinner frame, and I don't think they have anything. That's gonna work for me here. I mean, worst comes to worst, we can give him some really basic glasses. You know, it doesn't have to be anything too fancy. You know, I think it looks really nice. I think we're gonna go with this. And we'll go with that. One thing I haven't done is change the face structure, and I really like his skin tone, so I'm just going to stay with that. But I also don't know, I kind of want to edit his face a little bit. I don't really, when I edit the characters' faces, I don't really go for anything specific. I kind of just go with what looks right, and then I accidentally end up editing way too much, and they end up looking bad. So we'll just have to see. So I mean, for the most part, I like what I'm working with already. You know, I think he's got some really good facial structure features that we can keep, and we don't have to change too much. I especially like the size of his eyes look actually kind of big. And I actually think that's a really, really good feature. As far as his ears go, I'm going to shrink those down a little bit. They're kind of big. And these look okay. That looks better. So let's see here. I like his cheeks. Is there anything I can do with his nose? I also don't want to edit him too much and make him look bad and make this mustache look bad, if you know what I mean. So, I'd made his nose slightly smaller, because typically when I picture guys with handlebar mustaches, they have a little bit of a longer face. At least that's what I've seen. So that the slendering of the nose, I feel like, helps give off that illusion. I don't want to bring his chin down just a tad. I don't want to bring his face down too much. I mean, I actually really like how that looks. Basically, I elongated his face just slightly, and then pushed his chin down just a smidge. And can I make the dimple in his chin? I don't know if I can. Oh, this is very fine details, so I'm going to push this in just slightly. This basically changes the shape, and I really like something like this, where he has a decently strong chin, but it's not too bulbous or anything like that. So we're going to go with that. And as far as his nose structure goes, I think I want to keep that the same, but okay, it looks fine from the front. And let's see here. There's some other little things that you can change in here, like his eyebrows. I'm not going to change his eyebrows too much, because they don't really need to be changed. Oh, you can also change the inside of his eyes, which I did that way too much, I think. And then if you make a mistake, okay, you can always edit it or undo it. So I think from the front he looks fine. From the side, I think that looks fine too. Oh, maybe, I don't know, hold on. Let me go back. So that was his original eye. Oh yeah, I feel like they need to be lower just a hair. Just a hair to like that, perhaps. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I think I like this better. Yeah, I think I like that better. Okay, that's what we're going to go with. Okay, so the next step, I want to change his eye color. I forget how to do that exactly. I want to do I have to go into detail mode and click on his, I can't remember. Face colors, teeth. Oh, teeth weird me out. Like, it's so crazy. This is not a new feature, but it wasn't in the game when it very first started, and so it weirded me out when they added these in here, because you could add like braces or weird little teeth like that, and you know, I usually always just stick to this type of teeth. Ooh, let's give him some character with some like skin details. Ooh, he looks really old with that. With those what are they, like smile lines? Forehead wrinkles. There's also some freckles, which I think I'm going to skip out on, and some moles here. So how about no face details for now? And hair color. I really want, I don't remember how to do the eyes. There's a way you can change the eyes, but I don't know how. I forgot. There's something specific you got to click on. Hold on. I think what you have to do, There you go. You have to select a certain facial feature in order to change like the different types. So I need to click on eyes. That's hairstyle. Eyes, eyebrows. Ooh, yeah, let's change the eyebrows because I'm not liking how they're looking right now. I like a little bit of a subtle, actually this is for a guy, so a thicker eyebrow is fine. Usually for a female, I like a little subtler eyebrow. So we're gonna make them a little boofier for the dude. Okay, eyes. Eyes. Okay, so here we can change the eye color, and personally, I'm a really big fan of like olive eyes. I think they're very unique. You know, my family has a lot of brown eyes. I personally have blue eyes, but when I see olive eyes, because they're so unique, I really like them. And so I think I'm going to go with something like this. That's a little too green for me. So I think I'm going to go with something like this and go with that. So his face, I'm going to leave as is. I've never done a handlebar mustache before, so I think this is a really interesting twist to this sim. Alright, so clothes-wise, I picture Corbin to be this guy who is like, okay, I am a master mixologist, but I'm kind of down to earth too, but I gotta dress up for work, you know, because he's gotta be like all nice and fancy. So he typically wears a button-down shirt and is typically monochromatic, just because patterns and things aren't really a big deal behind the bar scene, if you know what I'm saying. It's more of just like a plain white shirt, plain black pants, or, you know, something like that. So that's what he likes, and that's what he's aspiring to be, which means that's how he dresses himself, that's how he sees himself, and he's going to hold himself in that same standard. So that's what we're going to go for as far as looks. And so we're going to dress him up in these different types of, you know, activities. So there's athletic, formal, everyday wear, so on and so forth. So we're going to start with tops. And for his shirt, I'm just kind of scrolling through here, seeing if there's anything that immediate pops up to my eye. And I'm like, that's the thing that I'm thinking of. Like this, for example. It is a very simple, I don't like the designs of these ones. Let me pick something. I don't like patterned either. This is what I'm thinking of. Something very simple, like black shirt, simple tie, and this is his everyday type of style. I think I want to give him, I think the black and red is better. Black on black's okay, but I like that little pop of color for him, so I think that's what we're going to go with. As far as pants go, I usually like to give them just a simple black pant, and I think that suits best. I'm not a huge fan of the jeans in this game, so I usually don't go with that. But something like this, which is something that goes really well with the top that he's wearing. These work as well, but I think these are a little bit too edgy for our character Corbin here. I don't feel like he's a very edgy guy. He's very clean, put together, and these pants just aren't doing it for him, just based off of his personality and things. Skinny jeans are something that I could potentially see him in, but as far as his everyday look, I don't think that might be a party look or something that I might go with, but I don't really see him in that everyday type of look. So I think we're going to stick with the black pant. Do I want to do a different color scheme? There's khaki, bluish, blackish. I think I want to go with the black pants. I know this seems like a really, really boring outfit, but I feel like this is what Corbin is, what he's into, and how he would be. So as far as shoes go, shoes are going to be really easy because they usually aren't seen very much, or they're very simple. And I mean, when it comes to girls, you can do heels, you can do flats, or whatever. These I feel like are pretty straightforward. Like any of these can turn into a black shoe and still look like a fairly dressy shoe, for the most part. Flip-flops are the exception, but you know what I mean. There's like boots and stuff you can make black and it's fine. These shoes I think are fine for what we need, so not a huge deal. All right, so I don't think we did accessories, which I don't really think I need to add any to him at this moment. He doesn't really need socks or nothing, so we're just going to leave him as is. Actually, we might be able to throw on a watch if we can find a... There we go. That watch seems like something that would fit his style, so we're going to give him that watch. Okay. He's basically all set for his everyday outfit, so let's go ahead and throw him into some formal wear. So for the most part, he looks pretty good. You know, this is basically what I would put him in. I think I'm going to change up the blazer top just slightly, you know, and then also the bottoms as well. Go for something like this. This guy looks dapper as hell, and then like during his formal wear, he changes into contacts and doesn't wear glasses anymore, so he looks a little bit more, I don't know, he doesn't want to wear his glasses, he wants to be fancy, and so he doesn't have the glasses here for that reason. And then shoes black to match everything else, so looking good there, Corbin. Okay, so now we're going to jump into athletic. This is actually really simple and easy too. I usually fly through this part. I usually just give him a shirt of some type. We'll just go ahead and give him a tank top, and we'll do a blue tank top, for example, and then just give him some pants. These pants look good, and then give him some pair of tennis shoes. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to have him do any type of workout or anything. Perhaps he'll go for a jog or whatever, but, you know, whatever. I usually, when it comes to those type of things, I don't see those outfits as often, so I don't really care about them too much. It's the everyday look that I'm more like, yeah, let's make sure this is perfect. All right, so for the nighttime gear, first of all, let's take off the glasses. No one that I know at least wears glasses to bed, so we're just going to remove those, and we're going to give him some PJs. Again, really simple, easy PJ look. Doesn't really matter what some of this stuff looks like and what stuff we pick. We can go all red and he can be crazy. I don't know. We can give him a Christmas outfit look. Personally, I like the, again, monochromatic type of pieces. And we'll keep the bunny slippers. I mean, why not? They put them on him. We'll just keep those bunny slippers as is. All right, party outfit. So this is when I can see him busting out the skinny jeans and being like, first of all, put a shirt on. He's going to need a shirt. You're not going to some party without your shirt and being, you know, that type of guy. You're going to be classy. So let's give him some jeans first. Just some basic skinny jeans. And what kind of shoes would he typically wear? Actually, these shoes are really nice. I like these. They're kind of like the real world Sperry type of shoes. These came with the Pets expansion pack, so we're gonna go with those. And I think I'm gonna go with that type of shoe and go with that. So for party, I also am really big fan of these styles that came with the expansion. You know, there's this one. This one's actually really cool too. I think I'm gonna stick with this one because this is kind of like, yeah, I dressed up a little bit, but I'm a little bit more casual with it. So I'm a really big fan of this look. As far as swimwear goes, I am perfectly okay with him just wearing some basic trunks, and it looks like they've already put him in something like that, so not really too concerned about changing anything else. As far as hot weather and cold weather, I don't have anything, or I don't have the seasons expansion or anything like that that deals with this piece. At least I think that's how that works. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to worry about editing those. So this is Corbin on a day-to-day basis. He is a master mixologist who holds himself to pretty high standards and dresses himself day-to-day. So he's this clean and dapper gentleman. He is very hot-headed, although, because he tends to get very heated and upset rather quickly. He loves to listen to a wide variety of music, and he is a tiny bit clumsy as well and knows how to laugh at himself. So that's Corbin and who he is and what kind of person he is as well. So when it comes to creating sim families and sim series, I tend to like to focus on one sim and building the family once I start the game. So I'm not going to create any other person, but I am going to create a little pet for Corbin, and I'm going to pick a dog. So now we're going to jump into the dog creating process, which I love just going through all these dogs and just creating and looking at them. They're so cute. So first, let's go ahead and pick the traits for the dog. I think I'm going to go ahead and make these random as well, because I like to have a dog with certain traits, and I think it'll be really interesting if they have different traits that I'm not used to either. So in total, there are 15 traits, 15, 16, 17 traits. So we're going to go ahead and type in our random number generator 1 through 17. The first trait is 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a hairy puppy, which means it's gonna leave hair piles around, and you have to maintain their fur by brushing them. And then for the second trait, we are going to pick another number, and it's actually 9, which means it's going to be independent. And so they don't like the constant affection, and sometimes they'll go off and wander on their own. So that's kind of nice. You don't have to constantly be petting them and all that, or all that stuff. So the last trait is trait number 15. So I believe, if I'm correct, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 is stubborn. So they don't like being told what to do. And they also, you can't really scold them. It doesn't really change the behavior. And so that's a little troublesome. But at the same time, it kind of matches with the dog's personality, right? They're independent, so they don't really like to listen to what their owners are telling them what to do. They like to kind of do things on their own. So I think these two pair pretty well together. And that's an interesting one. I don't think I've ever played with that one before, so we'll get to actually see what that looks like. So what do I want to name my dog? Well, first of all, the last name is going to be same as Corbin here, which is bowling. So we're going to go ahead and add that in there. And then we'll just go ahead. Ooh, did you see that last name? I really liked it, but I can't go back. It was Kaya. I like that. So we're going to go with that. Oh, I forgot I can change this stuff. Oh my goodness. So it's going to be a female dog. Her name's going to be Kaya. Wait, what is this? Reproductive ability. I'm just going to leave it as natural. Although that can be troublesome, because if she's out and about all the time and she decides to get with some dog, then she's going to get preggers. So let's go ahead and fix. I don't need any pregnant dogs. So we're going to have her start off as an adult. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to have her start off as a little puppy. Oh my goodness, little puppers. Okay, and we're going to, I want to keep that bark the same because it's freaking adorable. Okay, and the owner is Corbin. Perfect. So now let's pick the type of breed and everything that we like. So this is really hard for me because I'm a fan of like all these breeds, and they all are so cute, and I can't really pick because they're so fluffy and adorable. But I kind of want to go with the boxer because I think boxers are so adorable, and especially when they're like puppy age too. Like, this is so cute. I can't stand it. And then when he grows up, or when she grows up, she's going to be so freaking adorable. They're sitting, and she's sitting up, and now she's going to roll over, and it's just like, ugh, I can't deal with it. Okay, let's get her up and keep going. So, going to stick with a boxer. I think I want to keep her tail the same, I guess. Boxers typically have short tails, right? I think. So I think we're going to give her a little short tail. I love this color on her, but let's see if we can find some other patterns that we think might suit her a little bit. What's this, pink? Yuck. You can also change like the specific colors here. So like, if I wanted to change that to black, where it's wherever the gray was is now black, I could do that. I can also change this to be a little bit lighter, and then I can change this to a little bit darker if I wanted to. But I think I want to go with, I kind of like this tan brown. Actually, no, let's do something different. I really love this orange. I'm gonna go with this, like this orange, or it's a brown with a reddish undertone. So it's kind of orange, but not really. And oh, I love it. She's so cute. I love her. Okay, so furs. I don't think we need to give her. Oh my God, it's so cute. But I don't think that's gonna work for the boxer. We'll give her short hair. But I mean, this is pretty adorable. And then paint mode is just an option where you can go in and alter some very specific features. You know, give her like unique designs and like fur marks if wanted to. I think I'm gonna leave her as is. I'm not gonna add anything crazy or anything like that. So I think we're all done with Kaya. She's all set to go. She looks so cute in her little picture too. So she's so adorable. She's gonna grow up all big and adorable because that's what all dogs do. Anyway, she's all done, and so is Corbin. So our family's basically all set. I'm not going to add any other characters or anything or any other Sims. Corbin's goal. He's gonna be the master mixologist, but I'm going to help him find somebody that he can start a family with and all that. In game, I like to have them find love through the game. I don't like to create a wife or a husband, inside of the creative sim, because I like working up to that point. So this is our family. This is the bowling residence, and first of all, look how adorable Kaya is in his little arms. So cute. So this is our family. This is going to be the Sim family that we're going to be working with in our Sim series, and we'll see how that goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of creating our Sims series family, and I hope you will continue to watch the series and see how this family moves on in life. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.